Good morning children, my name is Mohini Arora and in this video I will be taking your social studies class. So our topic for today is of geography inside our earth. So as you can guess by the name of the chapter, we will be studying about the different layers of the earth which are present around us, and in this we are mainly going to study about lithosphere. Now if you remember in your previous chapter you have studied about your environment, which consists of the main domains of the earth, which were the lithosphere, that is the land sphere, the hydrosphere, the water sphere, atmosphere, that was the air, and biosphere, the narrow zone of the earth where all these spheres meet each other. So in this chapter we will be mainly covering up about lithosphere. Lithosphere means land, rocks or different layers of earth, soil. And sphere means region, domain or area. So under lithosphere, the main three headings will be covered in this chapter, that is the crust, which is the uppermost layer of the earth. Then the second one, the mantle, which is present at the second level beneath the top layer or top soil of the earth. Then the core, which is the innermost layer of the earth. Then we will be moving gradually ahead towards the different types of rocks found in each layer, and how is the rock cycle made, how does the rocks get formed, and how does the cycle keeps on repeating itself. So let's begin now. So first of all I'll begin with the diagram to make you understand the different layers, that is the crust, mantle and the core, clearly. Okay, children, so here I have a diagram of layers of the earth showing the different layers of the earth beneath the top soil. So firstly we will start with the upper layer, that is the crust. So the crust is basically divided into two layers, the upper crust and the lower crust. This portion you can say is the upper crust and this portion is the lower crust. Now first of all, on the upper crust the lithospheric domain is present. Now in lithosphere, you know it very well that what all things include. They include the mountains, the rocks, land, soil, plateau, etc. So this portion is depicted here with the shape of mountains, which are placed over here on the top layer of the crust in the form of mountains as lithosphere, and it is also known as rock sphere because lithosphere mainly consists of soil and rocks, and it has landforms which is mainly made up of rocks and small particles of sediments or different varieties of rocks. Therefore lithosphere is also referred as a rock sphere. So this was about the top layer of the upper crust layer, and now we come to the lower crust layer. Now the upper crust layer is mainly made up of Cr, where Si stands for silica and Al stands for aluminium, whereas the lower crust layer is mainly made up of Cm, where Si stands for silica and Ma stands for magnesium. So overall we can say that the crust is the topmost layer of the earth, which is divided into two parts: the upper crust consisting of the lithosphere, which is mainly made up of Cr, that is silica and aluminium, and the lower crust, which is mainly made up of silica and magnesium. Now you can see this section over here, children. It signifies the oceanic crust. This is the continental crust or the landform which consists mainly of rocks and soil. But this portion here, the thin portion, it consists of oceans and seas, that is the water bodies. And water body, beneath that water bodies is a thin layer. As you can see here, a thin layer of crust is present on the ocean beds, beneath the layer of the ocean and the seas and the water bodies, which is known as the low crust layer consisting of seema. So, the crust, it extends up to 35 kilometers in the reference to continental crust, that is the landforms and the layer of soil and rocks beneath it. But the continental crust, that is the layer of crust which is present beneath the water bodies in the ocean bed, it extends up to 5 kilometers. Alright, so now we can summarize it up as the crust is the thinnest of all the 3 layers of the earth. It is situated at the top position of the earth. It is divided in 2 parts, the upper crust which consists of silica and aluminium, and the lower crust which consists of silica and magnesium. And it is thinnest. Why? Because it extends only up till 35 kilometers if we talk about the continental crust or the landform crust, and 5 kilometers beneath the layer of the water bodies, seas and oceans. Next we come to the second layer of the earth, that is the mantle. The mantle can extend up till 2900 kilometers. Okay, and again the mantle has 2 layers, the upper mantle and the lower mantle. The upper mantle area is considered as the asthenosphere. Asthenosphere means it is that region of the mantle or the medium level or layer of the earth which is rich in minerals like iron and magnesium. So this layer consists of the minerals which are rich, the layer of soil or the layer of the earth which is rich in minerals such as iron, which we signify with Fe, and magnesium, which we signify with Ma. Alright, so next we come to the innermost layer of the earth, that is core. The core is the most inaccessible zone of the earth's layer, and it is the innermost and the hottest layer of the earth. It is further divided into 2 parts, the outer core and the inner core. And it extends from the boundary of the mantle, that is from 2900 kilometers up till 6378 kilometers max. The outer core lasts from 2900 kilometers up till 5100 kilometers, and the inner core lasts from 2900 kilometers up till 6378 kilometers. For your understanding, I have written the number of kilometers which are covered by the outer layer as well as the inner layer respectively here. This layer is mainly rich in minerals, metallic minerals such as iron and nickel. Therefore, this layer is also referred as a layer which is rich in knife, where Ni stands for nickel and Fe stands for iron. So, I hope this is all clear to you children with the help of the diagram. So, once again I will recall it. The layer of the earth are divided into 3 main parts, the crust, the mantle and the core. The crust is further divided into 2 parts, the oceanic crust and the continental crust. It is the thinnest layer of the earth and it extends up to 35 kilometers. On the continental crust and beneath the oceanic crust, it extends up till 5 kilometers. The continental crust is rich in silica and aluminium, therefore this layer is said to be rich in Sial, and the oceanic crust is rich in silica and magnesium. Therefore, this layer is said to be rich in SEMA. And it is also said, children, that when the earth was formed, the heavier rocks and the lithospheric sediments, they settled down, and the lighter ones, they kept on floating, which further on got converted into layers of continents on which our land surface and our land soil is situated. So therefore, Saimaa stays at a lower level and Sial stays at the top of it. Now, next we have mantle. Mantle is again the layer after the crust, and it is divided into two parts, the upper mantle and the lower mantle. The upper mantle part is having asthenosphere. Asthenosphere is that region of mantle layer which is rich in minerals like iron and magnesium. And in this, all the rocks and the sediments that are present, they are all in a plasticky or molten state. So it makes it even more denser. And the layer which is more denser than the mantle is the core. Now, core is the innermost layer of the earth, which is the hottest layer, and it is nearly impossible to reach that layer, and it extends from the boundary of the mantle, that is, it starts from 2900 kilometer and extends up till maximum, which is calculated approximately of 6378 kilometer. This layer is highly rich in metallic minerals like iron and nickel. Therefore, this layer is also known as the layer which is rich in knife. So, this was all about the layers of the earth. Now next we will do the different types of rocks which are found in our environment.